Hi folks, this is Dave DePaolo. I'm founder and CEO of WorkCompCentral, and I'm going to talk to you today about our panel opinions. Panel opinions are a special feature of WorkCompCentral, and they're not available in any other format, online or written, so that's why they're so special. So let me tell you about them. First off, what are panel opinions? Well, they are actual written opinions by appeals board commissioners. A panel of 3 commissioners is assigned to a case to review when it has been appealed to them via either a petition for reconsideration or a petition for removal. The commissioners will review the case, ask for documentation from the parties, and then will prepare a response and make a decision on the case. That response is always in writing and always explains their thinking with legal citations to either relevant labor code regulations or case law, which may include other panel opinions. So they're very useful in understanding what the commissioners are thinking at any point in time on any specific workers' compensation issue. Some people are confused by them and may compare them to the writ denied or CCC cases. Writ denied cases are completely different. Writ denied cases are a special publication of the LexisNexis clearinghouse, and they are generally contained in a set of books called the California Compensation Cases, or the CCCs. The CCCs are special to LexisNexis, and they own the copyright to them. And the reason they do that, or they are entitled to a copyright, is because they are summaries of the parties' briefs of cases that have been appealed to a court of appeals and where the court of appeals has denied review. The reason they are summaries of the party briefs is because when a court of appeal denies the petition for writ of review, which is why they're called writ denied, they simply do a summary denial. They will simply say writ denied, and there is no explanation as to why the case has been denied. There is no dissertation on the facts of the case. There is no review of the underlying law. It simply is the Court of Appeals' opinion to deny the writ of review or deny the petition for writ of review. So again, California compensation cases are special, copyrighted to LexisNexis, and they are summaries of the party briefs in response to a petition for writ of review. They are not actual case law. So that starts a little bit about how the panels are different than the CCCs. The panels, as I mentioned, are actual written opinions of the commissioners. A panel of 3 commissioners is assigned to a case. They research the case. They review the facts of the case. They write down what those facts are as relevant to the issue at hand. And then they review the law in an opinion that is written and available for review to the parties. There is no editorialization and nothing is summarized. You get the actual written opinion of the commissioners. Sometimes there will be what's called a significant panel opinion, and that is where the 3-member panel assigned to a case makes a decision that the entire Workers' Compensation Appeals Board feels is so significant that it comprises case law that should be governing on the rest of the industry. So a regular panel opinion may be elevated to a significant panel opinion, and that will be published by the California Workers' Compensation Appeals Board on their website. Also published on the California Workers' Compensation Appeals Board's website are in-bank panel opinions. An in-bank panel opinion is where the entire Workers' Compensation Appeals Board, comprised of all commissioner members, get together and vote on a particular case and what the ruling should be. That is only done in special circumstances where a case presents unique issues of facts or law that the commissioners feel is so significant that it's going to create perhaps either new law or clarifying law and requires the vote of all members. So in-bank and significant panel opinions are very rare, and they are published at the Workers' Compensation Appeals Board website. So any particular year you might find between 5 and a dozen significant panel opinions or in-bank opinions on their website. By the way, in-bank is very, very rarely used. The CCCs, on the other hand, are summaries and summary onlys. As I mentioned before, they are summaries prepared by LexisNexis editorial attorneys after reviewing the briefs that have been filed by parties in response to a petition for review to an appellate court. As a consequence, the CCC writ-denied cases may or may not present accurate recitation of either the facts or the law because they are not reviewed by a court or by any legal team that is affiliated with a court. Not all WCAB cases are petitioned to an appellate court either. So as a consequence, the writ-denied cases reflect only the cases where one of the parties has petitioned for a writ of review to an appellate court and may or may not be representative of all of the issues at hand. So as a consequence, the panel opinions really represent a substantial opportunity for lawyers at the trial level to argue a particular position before a workers' compensation judge, because even though panel opinions cannot be cited as governing law, they are highly persuasive with workers' compensation judges. And the reasoning is because panel opinions reflect what the Workers' Compensation Appeals Board may be thinking on any particular case or any particular topic, whether a factual topic or a legal topic. And while the CCCs may have some similar status before a workers' compensation judge, the judges know that the CCCs are not controlling. They know that they're summaries. They know that there are errors in the recitation of facts or law in the CCCs. And as a consequence, they may not have as much persuasive authority as a panel opinion would. So again, these are very important distinctions. The CCCs are editorializations of the party briefs. That's not what the WCAB actually opined. Although you could certainly go to the WorkCompCentral panel opinions and research the actual Workers' Compensation Appeals Board opinion that was ultimately petitioned for review before a court of appeal. Again, with the CCCs and with writ denieds, there is no opinion as to why a court denied review, and as a consequence, we don't know what the court was thinking, why they denied it, or what the parties could have otherwise done relative to review status. So now we've reviewed what the distinction is between the CCCs and WorkCompCentral's panel opinions. And so now you got to get these panel opinions. And there are hundreds of panel opinions published every single month. WorkCompCentral publishes those on its website. And here's how you get to them. When you go to the WorkCompCentral website, mouse over to Law and then down to Panels as reflected on this screen. When you click on Panels, you'll be given this screen. It's in a brief explanation of what the WCAB panel opinions are, and you'll see that there is a search tool there as well as a method of sorting opinions from a given month. So you could either search by topic, by a code section, by some other term of art, Or if you know that a case was rendered in a particular month, you could simply ask for all of the cases that have been published for that month, and you'll get a long list of the several hundred cases that were in fact issued. So in this example, I decided to search for traumatic brain injury. And as a consequence of that search, I came up with 35 results. Now, the 35 results are going to go all the way back to 2007 when we started publishing the panel opinions from the Workers' Compensation Appeals Board. So from 2007 to date, there were 35 cases that had the term traumatic brain injury in them. If you wanted to review a case, by the way, all of the panel opinions are full text searchable. So whenever you enter a search term, you're going to search all of the cases in our database given through all of the text in each of those cases. And when you pull up a search result, as demonstrated on this panel, on this page, there is going to be a summary. The summary is machine generated, meaning that there is a computer read the case and is presenting to you some key words found in the case to help you discriminate whether or not a particular case is going to be valuable to you. When you click on a case, it will be downloaded to your computer in a PDF format like this. So you'll see I clicked on the Jewel McKee case, and I got on my computer the opinion and order granting petition for reconsideration and decision after reconsideration. And you'll see that the text contains the full opinion of the Workers' Compensation Appeals Board, including a recitation of facts, and they will also cite to you the governing law that helped them make their decision on reconsideration. Every WCAB panel opinion in our database is formatted like this, and they are all full text searchable. So even after you download a WCAB panel opinion to your computer should also be able to search for it if you store it away for later use. In the meantime, you could also store your search query on WorkCompCentral using the saved search feature that we'll go over in some other presentation. Future features that we expect to deploy for our panel opinions include categorization, where we can put panel opinions into specific categories. For instance, we may want categories of cases that are only about AOE, COE, or traumatic brain injury, or some other categorization that is relevant to our customers. We also are planning a keyword count, meaning we'll show you how many cases include a keyword as to relevancy on any particular query. And finally, we also plan on launching a community query and participation feature where your case might be presented to the community of WorkCompCentral members, and they will be invited to help you solve your legal problem with the panel opinion that has been called up for your review. So those are the panel opinions. They are a subscriber-based feature. That means that you have to pay for them. But if you're not yet a WorkCompCentral member and you would like to try this out for free for the next 30 days, then give us a call and tell the customer service representative that you saw this on the panel's video, and they'll be happy to help you out and set up your trial subscription to the WorkCompCentral WCAB panel's opinions. Thank you for your time. I hope this was informative, and we look forward to your panel opinions research here at WorkCompCentral.